3. The world of the living. 6. Food making in plants. In this chapter, you will learn about the process of photosynthesis in green plants, different parts of a leaf, how plants use their food, test for the presence of starch, essential conditions for the photosynthesis, some unusual plants, the interdependence between plants and animals, and the energy flow between them. All the living things are dependent on green plants to live. They need a constant supply of food material. Animals obtain food from plants, but green plants have the ability to produce their own food. The green leaves make food for the plant. Leaves are green in color because they contain a substance called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll helps the plant to make its food. Green leaves need air, water, and sunlight to prepare food. Did you know? Green leaves are called the food factories of the plant as they prepare food for the plant. The roots of the plant absorb water from the soil. The stem carries the water and minerals from the roots to the leaves. The leaves take in carbon dioxide present in the air through the stomata. The chlorophyll present in the leaves helps them to trap the sunlight. Sunlight provides energy to the leaves for preparing food. Hence, water, carbon dioxide, chlorophyll, and sunlight are needed by leaves to prepare food. The process by which green leaves prepare food for the plant using water from the soil and carbon dioxide from the air and chlorophyll in the presence of sunlight is called photosynthesis. Photo means light and synthesis means putting together. During photosynthesis, food is prepared in the form of sugar and oxygen is given out by the leaves. Parts of a leaf. Different plants have different types of leaves. Green leaves prepare food from the plant. Take a leaf and observe it carefully. Leaf blade is the flat part of the leaf. Some leaves have a broad leaf blade while others have a narrow one. Most leaves usually have a main vein called midrib and some side veins. These veins are involved in transport of substances. Veins carry water and minerals to the leaf. They also carry food from the leaf to the other part of the plant. The stack attaches the leaf to the stem. The lower surface of the leaf contains tiny openings called stomata. How do plants use their food? The food prepared by plants is in the form of simple sugars. It is used by the plants in a number of ways. It is used to get energy. Some of the food is used for growth. Extra food is stored in the form of starch in leaves, stems, or roots. We eat that part of a plant which stores food in it. Activity. In which part of this food is stored? Activity. Test for the presence of starch. Take a fallen leaf of a healthy plant. Dip it in a boiling water for a minute to kill the cells. Next, boil the leaf in alcohol till it becomes pale white. The alcohol will dissolve the chlorophyll and the leaf will lose its green color. Wash the leaf in water to remove the alcohol. Spread the leaf in a dish and pour drop of iodine solution. If starch is present in the leaf, it becomes blue-black. If leaf without starch will become brown. Activity. Sunlight is essential for photosynthesis. Take a healthy potted plant with broad leaves. Keep it in the dark for 1 or 2 days. Thus, leaves will become starch-free. Take 2 simpler strips of stiff black paper and cover both sides of a portion of a leaf. Now, keep the plant in sunlight. After a few hours, pluck the leaf. Remove the strips. Bleach the leaf by boiling it first in water and then in alcohol. Wash it in a cold water. Add a few drops of iodine to the bleached leaf. The part of the leaf that was covered with black strips does not turn blue-black. This part of the leaf does not contain starch because it did not get any sunlight. So, we can say sunlight is essential for photosynthesis. Activity. Chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis. The leaves of coleus and croton plants are partially green and partially non-green. They are known as variegated leaves. Chlorophyll is present only in their green portions. Take such a leaf from the plant which has been exposed to sunlight for a few hours and draw its outline on a piece of paper. Mark the green and non-green areas. Bleach the leaf by first boiling it in water and then boiling in alcohol. Wash it with cold water. Add a few drops of iodine solution with the help of the paper outline. Find out which parts of the leaf turn blue-black. The parts of the leaf which are green in color show the presence of starch. This shows that the green substance, that is, chlorophyll, is needed for photosynthesis. Some unusual plants. Some plants like molds and mushrooms are non-green. They do not contain chlorophyll. They cannot make their own food. They grow in damp area and get their food from the dead and decaying plants and animals. In a cactus plant, the leaves are reduced to thorn-like spines. The green-colored part is actually the fleshy stem. The stem undergoes photosynthesis and prepares food for the plant. Some plants like croton have chlorophyll, but they appear dark red in color. This is because they contain a red pigment which hides the green color. Since the leaves contain chlorophyll, they can undergo photosynthesis. Energy flow in living things. The sun is the main source of energy for all living things. All living things need energy to do their everyday activities. This energy comes from food. We get food from plants. Green plants trap the sun's energy during photosynthesis to prepare food. This energy is passed on to humans and animals when they eat the plants. This flow of energy is in the form of food is called a food chain. Animals and plants depend on each other. Plants and animals depend on each other to live. Animals depend for their food and their supply of oxygen on plants. Plants need carbon dioxide to make food. Animals breathe out carbon dioxide. This is used by plants. You know that in an aquarium, fishes are kept with water plants in it. Plants supply oxygen, which is dissolved in water, and it is used by the fishes. Fishes breathe out carbon dioxide, and it is used by the plants to prepare food. This is how plants and animals depend on each other. Balance in nature. A balance between plants and animals is essential in nature. Consider a food chain in which grass is eaten by the deer and the deer is eaten by the tiger. If the situation is that there is no grass, the number of herbivorous animals like deer, rabbit, and wild boar may decrease. This in turn will affect the flesh-eating or carnivorous animals. These animals will face starvation. At such times, these animals may try to eat the domestic animals in nearby villages. It means if one link of the food chain is broken, the entire food chain is affected badly. So, man must see that a proper balance of plants and animals is maintained in nature. Man must take proper care not to do any harm to the environment. He must protect the environment in all its forms, its birds and animals, its trees and plants. Man should not hunt animals for pleasure. It is wrong to destroy forests which provide shelter to animals. Programs like Vanamahotsava promote the planting of trees. If life on earth has to go on, a balance in nature must be maintained. Roundup. Plants have the ability to produce their own food. Water, carbon dioxide, chlorophyll, and sunlight are needed by leaves to prepare food. The food prepared by plants is in the form of simple sugars. Moles and mushrooms cannot make their own food. The sun is the main source of energy for all living things. A balance between plant and animal life is needed for life on earth to go on.